Mhm. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Felix Kabby, and in this video, I'm just going to talk about taking the first step. In whatever journey it is, you always need to take the first step. But before I get started, I just want to share something first. As you guys know, um, right now we are in the last quarter of the year, 2023. Right, 2023 is coming to an end, and a lot of times when you look back, you would normally ask yourself, right? For the people who normally take the time to reflect on how their days was, how they've operated the whole year, they'll normally sit down, take the time, and ask themselves, how have I performed all through the year, right? Was I able to hit all the goals that I intended on doing? Was I able to make a list of activities of things to do so that I could check them off all through the year? And was 2023 or was this year a success? Right now, if you're the kind of person who operates that way by reflecting on the activities you've done, like having a good standard operating procedure to guide you, then this is going to make the end of this year a successful year because you'll be able to account for the activities you've done all through the year. Now, if you're on the other side, whereby you didn't have like a system, a method of operation every single day. Let's say, for example, you just wake up, you go do stuff. You just wake up, you go do work without having an SOP to guide you all through the year. Now, if you've made this mistake, which is something that I did, by the way, in the past, and I've just had to learn that the hard way, now I don't do it anymore. So, if you've been this person who hasn't been able to just kind of have an SOP or have a system to guide you, all through the year, then in this video, you're going to want to listen carefully and take some notes. As you can see, the heading of this video is titled Taking the First Step. Now, what does taking the first step mean? So basically, taking the first step means that you have to get out of yourself. You have to allow yourself to start doing things. A lot of times we have limiting beliefs in our head. A lot of times we think that so and so is going to judge us. A lot of times we compare ourselves. Unfortunately, we compare ourselves with other people. Therefore, this affects us getting started. It affects us from taking the first step in whatever it is that we want to do. So, today, before the end of this year, I'm here to remind you that you want to take the opportunity today and start taking that first step today. You don't have to wait for perfection. You don't have to wait till everything is laid out smooth, right? If you're to wait till is in perfect order, then you're going to have a hard time being able to achieve your goals and being able to hit that target, right? Remember, as a man or as a woman, there's always people counting on you, right? Let's say if you have brothers and sisters, relatives, parents, right? If you have all these people around me, like even in your community, these people are counting on you because God has given you, for the people who believe in God, God has given you unlimited potential. God has given you the ability to create. As they say in the Bible, they say, we were made in the image of God. Therefore, this means, right? Interpretation is that this means that if we come from a certain DNA, that means we have that DNA in us. And since God is a creator, it means you have the DNA to be able to create too, since we're all sons and daughters of the creator. So that ability to create is in us, right? Which means that you as an individual, you need to be able to realize that you can actually create something out of nothing. For example, take for example, all these farmers, anybody who owns a farm understands that if you plant seeds on the ground, within a few months, right, you're going to be able to yield and harvest a good harvest, right? Not every time the harvest is good, but at the end of the day, the seed is going to grow and is going to evolve into something that you can actually, use to help you sustain your life, or you can sell it or trade it, right? The same thing applies to your brain, right? Like I said, we all come from the creator. So having that ability to be able to create things from nothing will allow you to be able to engineer anything out of nothing, right? As long as you allow yourself, you give yourself the permission to be able to grow, give yourself permission to be able to start doing things, give yourself permission to be able to start thinking, right? And the more you start to think, the more you allow that part of your brain, your thinking brain, to be able to start operating well, right? Now, I'm going to talk about the subconscious brain and the conscious brain in my next video, but basically, your subconscious brain does whatever you tell it. Let's say if you tell yourself that, hey, today you're going to have a bad day, your subconscious brain is going to comply with that and it's going to give you a bad day. Now, if you tell yourself you're going to have a good day, your subconscious brain is going to give you a good day. Now, understanding this basic principle is going to allow you to realize that, let's say, if you want to create something out of nothing, if you take that step and say, I want to create something, now understanding that your subconscious brain complies with whatever you give it, you can simply say, if you're an entrepreneur, you can say, I want to build a business that will, help a lot of people. By so doing, the outcome is going to be financial freedom for you. Because the science behind getting rich, which is I read from one of the books by, I have it somewhere here, Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Waddles is somewhere there. I'll share this book with you guys next time. Science of Getting Rich says that I lost my train of thought, but basically the science of getting rich says that there's abundance and that you can create something out of nothingness, right? There's opportunities everywhere that if you see, you realize that you can create anything. So basically, the science of getting rich is being able to give value, to people, and in return, this is guaranteed. In return, the byproduct is always going to be financial freedom for the most part. Financial freedom always comes. Let's say if you're giving something out, right, just for free with a good heart, and knowing that you want to get something back out of it, then basically what I'm trying to say is be of service to people, be of service, and then in return, you're going to be able to benefit financially. Now, I know there could be a discussion that, oh, some people are doing this with the intention of selling or something of that sort. But if you're a good human being, right, if you have your beliefs and principles and you're out to do good, right, with the intention of helping people, then, like I said, the reward always comes back. It's the energy you give out that comes back to you. If you give out a bad energy, that energy is going to gravitate back to you. If you give out good energy, for the most part, that energy is going to gravitate back to you. If you offer a good service, you're helping people, that energy is going to come back to you, right? It could come back in different ways. And now, since we're talking about financial freedom and monetary value, this can come back to you in that sense. Let's say if you have a product that you're giving out for free, you're always coaching people, training people, and then you eventually create a course, right? You create a course or you create a product that you say, hey guys, I created this product and I really want to push it out in the market. All these people that you've helped will be like, yes, absolutely, we want to help you. We're going to buy your product since you've been out here rooting for us, helping us grow, cheering for us, right? All these sorts of things. Now, that is the byproduct of providing a service, of putting a positive energy out there. Now, coming back to the beginning of this video, taking the first step. Now, if you've hesitated before, if you haven't taken that first step or you're waiting for the perfect moment, then my advice today, before the end of this year, is that you start right now. The best time to start was yesterday, right? You were supposed to have started the day before, a month ago, right? A long time ago. Maybe you didn't have a mentor, maybe you didn't have the guidance, right? Because a lot of times, like, we can't really know what we don't know, right, until somebody comes in and says, hey, look, this is the mistakes that I've made, you don't want to make these mistakes, or you can do this thing like this, right? That's why it's important to have a mentor. So take that chance, take that risk, take that first step. Whatever it is that you want to do, just take that first step. It's really going to pay off, right? And ending 2023, ending this year, you want to end it with a blast, even though you're just starting, even though you're just realizing these principles right now. Towards the end of this year, it's never too late for you to take action and start doing these things and start implementing and start applying yourself so that you can hit that target goal, right? Like I always say, I was born in a society that is very communal. So that means everything we do, you have to look at the community as well, right? So extended family, community. So with that in mind, so a lot of times everything that I do, even the legacy that I'm striving forward, has a lot to do with not just me, but with my family, with the community as well, because I want to be able to put that positive energy, as I mentioned, right? The energy you give out is the energy that comes back. So I want to be able to put this positive energy out there so that this energy can just bring light into this world, right? So this is my message for you guys today. If you like this video, if you like this message, remember to subscribe, right? Share this video with somebody that you think might enjoy this message. And I look forward to seeing you guys in tomorrow's video. This is Felix, and see you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.